nappies. What is a flat nappy? Basically, a flat nappy is just your absorbency. So the flat nappy is the old school nappies, and they still work really well. A lot of people are still hugely successful with flat nappies. There's lots of different ways to fold them. You've got, of course, let's just show you that I can. You've got your old folds where you can basically, I hope you can see this, put the baby out of the way. You get your, go this way. You fold it over, and there's lots and lots of different folds for you to try with the flat nappies. There's this one, which is the sort of traditional fold where you fold up the wee pad to stick on the inside like that, and then the nappy goes on to the baby like so. Personally, my favourite is actually this one here, which is really simple. You just fold it up like so, and then once it's in its square like that, I just fold it this way and that way, and then just pop the top open like that. So it's ready to go on the baby. Now, the cool thing with flat nappies is, I mean, you can just put them in a waterproof cover just as a pad, but I really like using my flat nappies like this, because basically this gives the nappy a bit of shape. So you pull the nappy up between the thighs like so, and then you've got your wee wings. So you pull your wings around, and then what that does is it gives a nice little shape around the thigh, which is really good for containment. Now, people used to use pins, and people used to injure their children with pins. So you don't need to use pins anymore and try and get them through the feels like, 10 or 15 layers of fabric. You don't need to do that. And I have heard some impressive pin stories, let me tell you, but we won't go there. But nowadays you can actually get a modern piece of equipment, which is called a nappy nipper or a snappy. And this product here is basically your modern pin replacement. How it works is it has little hooks on the back. So basically what I do is I hook it in one side of the nappy, and then I hook it into the other, and I pull it down, and it puts the nappy on the baby. So you can see it's basically just made a little T-section, and what that does is it gives the nappy a bit of an elastication, so it's like putting a waistband on it. So it's now nicely fitted on there, and then I just need to put my waterproof cover on top. Now there's lots of different types of waterproof covers. You can just find out which ones you like. Some of them have leg gussets, some of them are just plain around the thigh. If you've got a baby with really chunky thighs, I find the waterproof covers that are what they call a side snap cover, which means it attaches around here, is generally quite good for chunky thighs, whereas these ones here are quite good just for normal thigh babies. So basically you just pull the cover up and you put your Velcro or domes to fasten it up. You need to make sure the entire nappy's inside, because this would leak if it's not contained inside the waterproof. So we make sure our nappy's all done up nicely, and then our wee chap's ready to go to bed. Although he looks really happy, doesn't he? Now with the flat nappies though, what you can do is when you open the cover, if the nappy is contained, all the poos and wees, and the cover is still clean, we can just take the nappy off and then replace it with a new fresh cloth nappy and reuse our waterproof cover. So that's one of our advantages. One of the big advantages with flat nappies is that they dry really quickly. So because it spreads out over quite a distance, and it's all spread out like as a big square, when you hang that on the line, it dries really quickly. And so you do with flat nappies, you do normally need a couple of dozen of them, just so, because they aren't sometimes as absorbent as some of the other styles of nappies, but they still work brilliantly well, especially if you're on a budget. Just get yourself a nappy nipper, some flat nappies, and you're good to go. The other thing you can do with flat nappies with the covers is you can just use it a little bit like a pre-fold. So you can just fold the nappy up into a pad like that, and then put it inside the cover. So some of the covers come with these little bits, so we can just put our flat nappy in there like a pad, and then we can just pop that on the baby. The only disadvantage with doing it this way is that you actually still only have one leg guard on that on the cover. This is just literally just a pad. So if they do a big shoot out poo like a punami, then you might end up with a bit shooting out the leg. But what that does do is it contains the absorbency in the back. So that's our flat nappies, super simple, easy to use, and save you a fortune and dry fast. So watch my next video to find out about pre-fold nappies.